Hi everyone. Okay, today I'm hearing there's a connection that's meant to be. Okay, you're supposed to be with someone. They're supposed to be with you. I'm just going to get one card just out of my tarot deck. Just to see what the overall energy is, and then I'll go from there. Okay, just see you're supposed to be together. Yeah. Okay, your energy. You were in a commitment with this person. You weren't just dating them. Okay, you could have lived with them, or even if you didn't live with them, it was a serious relationship. You could have been married to them, or you're married to them, or civil partnership. You know what marriage. You know, it's just. But you were connected. Okay, you were connected. Yeah, and you know this person's coming back. You know, deep down, Knight of Cups, the unknown, at the bottom of the deck here. You know this person's coming back. All right. And in the meantime, you're just getting on with what you're getting on with. All right, you've done very well. I'm hearing you've done very, very well. They are still obsessed with you. Okay, they haven't forgotten you. They haven't forgotten you. Right, so let's see. Okay, let us see. I'm going to give this deck a shuffle. Just want to have a quick peek at the past. Okay, the root cause of this. Then we'll be able to narrow it down if it's your energy today. So let's have a look at the past, eh? I'll just give these a bit of a shuffle. You're good friends. I'm going to take that one, but it could have been interference. Anyway, keep going, Keeley. I'm going to shuffle this. This deck is not having it, is it? Right, I'll get to that in a minute. All right. But I hope you're all okay. Goodness gracious me, this is a strange one today. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all okay. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Thanks so much for watching, all your support. It's really kind of you. If you're new here and you'd like to see more content, if you wouldn't mind just hitting that notification bell, that's brilliant. Thank you. And if you'd like a reading, if you just click on the title of the video. The links are in the description box, and everything's on the website. All the readings are there. Okay, so go check them out, and also have a look at the free relationship report as well. Okay, right. This is interesting. Okay, you were good friends in the past. Your person, there's definitely someone here who's a fire sign, either you or them. Okay, they're all fire cards. Could specifically, is there someone Leo as well? Have a look at Sun, Moon, Rising, and also check the Venus. I always say Venus as well. You could have had children together or met through children. There's some involvement with children here. Now, if there was problems, then there was a younger person in this mix who caused problems, maybe didn't like your relationship, or, you know, there was a difficulty in some shape or form regarding children, okay? Or you met, like I said, you met your person through children, through school, through that sort of connection, through younger people, all right? You got sick of the arguments. You, at some point in the past, somebody didn't stand up for you. Somebody who sort of supported you didn't stand up for you, okay? For a while, I can see that you were always having to fight your corner on something, all right? You know, you felt like your back was up against the wall. But there was somebody else, possibly this child, younger person, that connection that also was taking the high road. There's somebody in your past, within your connection to your person, who's territorial. Okay. This caused problems, this caused issues. You just gave up. Okay, because you were the only one doing any fighting. You were the only one, in the end, putting the energy in. Okay? So that was difficult, but I can see in the past that you were very happy. You were very happy, you were good friends, you had a lot of fun. You know, you just had a lot of fun. Somebody here could have been quite athletic, but you were both very optimistic about this relationship. And I know that you still think today, what the hell happened here? Okay, well, that's what happened. So it's just a clarification for you, really. This is the root. You weren't protected. Someone was trying to control the narrative within your relationship. And it's a classic with that card. You were standing your ground. You were fighting back. Okay, but you weren't being protected. And at the end of the day, you just thought, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. Over, 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 over. Let's see what the present energy is. Okay, we've seen the Knight of Cups. Let's see what the present energy is, please. Ten of Cups. Yeah, that's why I was feeling this so strongly today. The energy between you both is the Ten of Cups. That's what you both want, and that's what you both will get. You will reconcile, but you will take, the Ten of Cups is a beautiful card. Okay, it's a total emotional fulfillment. You've gone through the ups and downs, the road, the wines, the this, the that. So this is a beautiful energy. Okay, Ten of Cups. It's coming. Okay, and you, bottom of the deck, the Empress, doesn't matter male or female or how you identify. It's just being more in your feminine energy. You're receiving energy, okay? They are going to treat you very well. They're going to put you first. They're going to make sure you're comfortable, that you're happy, that your desires are being met, which is exactly what you should be saying to yourself now. That's who I am. That's what I expect. That's what I deserve, okay? Because we're far too conditioned to take second best, or if we ask for something, because usually as children, don't do that, it's selfish, or no, you're not good enough for that, or whatever else we've had fed into our poor little brains. We then take that into relationships and we think we have to earn love. No, not this time. This person is going to come in and you won't have to do anything. They're going to love you for breathing. This is an absolutely gorgeous reading today. It is absolutely beautiful. Okay. In the past, where you felt you didn't have their full attention because somebody gave up, it was one of the hardest things you've ever done, walking away or calling it a day. But you just got nothing left to give. All right. They didn't pay full attention to you in the past for whatever reason. The main reason is what I've said, but there could have been other things. You always felt like you were juggling. There was pressure in your relationship. You were also juggling commitments. But they're going to give you their full attention. They're going to come in and give you the Ten of Cups. Okay? It doesn't get much better than that. It doesn't get much better than that. They've always been holding on to you. Always been holding on to you. Okay? They could offer you a move, or they could actually live at a distance from you. The Knight of Wands is here as well. But I'm not reading that as a negative energy. I'm reading it more like a situation energy. Taking action, but for me, that is quite often a card of distance. All right. Now, your person could also be, I was got fire earlier, somebody's fire, that could be you, but I've also got air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, they haven't let go of you. The only thing going back to the past was they were a little bit controlling, or you just didn't feel like you could breathe at times, but I don't feel it was just because of them. It was the whole situation, and the crux of the matter is that they didn't stand up for you. or protect you or defend you. And you were the only one doing the, being the person. All right, but they're still they haven't let go of you. No, they haven't. They haven't let go of you at all. Okay. The Magician. Yeah. You could be manifesting them. All right. You could be doing it consciously or unconsciously, but your imagination creates your reality. That's the real reality. So someone is imagining something. Again, that's an air sign card for me. It's probably more Gemini. So expect some communication. Expect some communication. I'm just wondering about that situation in the past, though. I feel it's healed for within them, because they're in you both now, and there is only now, and that's what's interesting. Okay, because when the future energy comes out, that is what can be projected into the now. That probably doesn't make sense at all. But the Ten of Cups is the now energy. That's the energy you're in now, which that's all there is. So that's what they want to give you. They've changed their ways. So I do feel intuitively that you would not have the same problems you had before, okay? No, you wouldn't. They're going to support you, especially around family, the Six of Cups, okay? But there's a move. You could be moving back together. You might get somewhere new together that's closer to where one of you came from originally, okay? But there's some sort of physical move going on here. But it's a reunion. But I feel, yes, they have realised that by not defending you, not protecting you, you took the flak. You seem to have everybody coming at you regarding that past situation, whilst they just sort of sat there. Okay? They just sort of sat there. Which, it's no wonder as much as you love someone, you can't live like that. It just drains you. It drains you. Right, message for you. Peaceful times are on the horizon. I think you're moving. You really move. Someone is moving. The storms have passed. Okay, and the destination is within sight. That means whatever you've been imagining regarding this person is going to materialise sooner rather than later. Okay? You could have seen signs. Any stress in your life now is going to start fading away. Whatever that might mean to you, whoever that might mean. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. I'll also throw in states here if you're from the USA, because America is so huge. As Brits, well, me anyway, you've got a difficult time comprehending the size of your country. You can fly for hours and hours and you're still be in the same country. But anyway, so it could be another state, but you're going to be moving. All right. I feel you're moving back to either where you came from or your person came from, or moving back to your home country, okay? But this relationship renewal involves upping sticks for somebody. Okay, so let's just have one more. I just want one more message, and then we will wrap this up today. I want to reach out, but I don't know how. I ran because I wasn't ready to admit my faults. Yeah, that's what. Even if you walked out and they didn't run, they were just sat watching you, completely unprepared to take on all these challenges from people who should have been supporting you. Okay. I want to treat you the way you deserve. There we go. Last card. Bingo. 10 of Cups. I should have fought for you. Yeah, your ex should have fought for you. And biggest mistake they ever made, okay? So, balls in your court, everyone. If this is for you, look after yourselves. But always remember, especially if this is your reading and nobody validated your opinions, okay? In this energy, in the past. Your opinions, your desires, they weren't validated. You need to really open that throat chakra. And you need to say to yourself, okay, my opinions are valid and respected. I am respected and valued when I express my opinions. That will help you just reframe the thoughts, maybe from the past, if you experience this, because your subconscious, your brain, it will have those files in there of what happened, okay? And your nervous system needs to feel safe within that actual concept of my opinions are respected and I am safe and loved when I express my opinions. Okay, my opinions are validated. I am secure and I am stable when I express my opinions, because one person watching this today has, had a really hard time possibly since then, because in the end, if you express an opinion and you know it's valid, but you get knocked down, 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 down and down again, you will start to question your own self-worth and value, okay? So do that if this is your energy today. Do it for 30 days, 60 days. You won't believe it to start with, okay? But eventually you will change. And if you can hold that thought for, 20, 30 seconds, it starts to form a new neural pathway. Keep doing it, okay? And even if you didn't want this relationship at all, even said, you know what, Keeley, I'm done. You will still increase your love for yourself. Because, maybe it's getting older, but you suddenly realise that there's only really you here. If you don't look after you, who is going to look after you? And that's not being pessimistic. But what I've realised is the more you look after you and care for you, the more magnetic you are, and you attract people in with that same vibe, okay? Because the more you look after you, you wouldn't even entertain somebody who was toxic, because you value yourself so, so much. So they should teach self-concept in school, but I think that would get in the way of, them telling us what to do for 8 hours every day. But I won't go down that rabbit hole. I love you all. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Have a good day. Look after yourselves. Put yourself on the pedestal and keep remembering who the hell you are. Bye.